It's the only fan-owned franchise here in the NFL. And tens of thousands of those fans have their cheese heads on and have filled the stands of historic Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Not a kicker or a puncher here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And away we go from Wisconsin. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets him around 6 there. Devon Bullard bringing that play to an end. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They give it to him again. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, Williams. That's into the hands of Moore. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Chicago brings out the punting unit. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. Begins his return at the 16. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And the Packers will take over possession. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They go play action here. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Lays out for this one. Oh, what a catch! Offense in the hurry up here. They'll try and punch it in. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Give him just 1 yard, I think, on the run. Still some work to do here on 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Here we go. Here we go. Check go.
They're running again. Give him maybe a yard on that play, Brock. Still 7 to go on 3rd and goal.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
Shut up. Striking 18, tracking 60. Hut, hut.
They'll pass on 3rd and goal. The Bears close it in, and they'll get him. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Reed now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Right up the gut. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Moore going in motion left. From the 33 on second down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
He fires one deep down the middle. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing fourth down. On now comes their punter. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Fields this clean at the 30. And a big hit on the return to stop it cold. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And they'll get ready to go on offense. A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. First and 10 coming up. Give now to the running back. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Play action on first down. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Here we go, sack. Buffalo 18. Go.
Second and 10 now. He put everything he had into this one. Oh, it's an interception. Tyreek Stevenson has it. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. So the interception's going to be remembered by the fans here, partner, but not by the official score. The interference call takes that away. The penalty erases an exciting turnover, makes it first and 10.
Cowboy 80. Come on.
From the red zone now. The throw is caught. And he's out of bounds at the 3. Nearly got to the end zone there.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. In the third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Third down, 1 yard to go.
Cougar 19.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's in for the touchdown. The Packers pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. That one splits the uprights. And the Packers go up 10-zip here in the first. Reed now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. That's taken in by Tucker. He's got a gain of 6 there. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle. They motion the tight end over. Blown back, it's the handoff. And he's swallowed up in the middle, no gain on the run. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on 2nd down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they're going to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Off the play fake, Williams. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Justin Reed has the INT. And the Packers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Going down the middle, as you can see, you're giving them a real chance at making that pick. Might be a case of trying to force one where he shouldn't have. And you're sure hoping as a quarterback you learn your lesson on that one.
They're out and set, 1st and 10.
70 Lion.
Plowing up the middle. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. These two NFC North teams have played one so far. It's a 2-score game early. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's the Packers with it inside the red zone. First throw for the backup now. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Panther 11, Panther 11. 18, Pioneer.
Throwing from the gun. And he drops it in the end zone. The look was there on 3rd down. Instead, it's incomplete.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Reed now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Putting a receiver in motion. Out of the gun, here's Williams. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. First time this game they've looked to him. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
Here he is on 3rd and long. That's caught for the 1st. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. First down, Williams. Catch is made down the right sideline. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
19 tight, 19 tight. Warriors 70.
On first down, they'll run. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Motion man sent left. Williams set to pass. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. And it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Here's Williams. Escapes the pocket. Can't find anyone open. He's forced to throw it away.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time, secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
That crunches off the right upright. No good. And that'll keep the deficit at 13.
Man, that is a sound every kicker dreads. I really thought it had a chance to sneak in, but instead, it's rejected by the upright.
A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up.
70 range, 70 range. Come on, set. Ready.
Airing it out to start this drive. He'll get this to Jefferson. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
At the 37-yard line. 18, alert, alert.
2nd and 8. That's Jefferson. He's got it. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
70 Lions. Let's go now.
Throwing now, off play action. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them, trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. The Packers send out their punting unit. And this is the first time he's been called on today. He punted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. And they get to this one inside the 10. Looks like they stopped it right at the 9-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Williams on the play action. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. To throw, Williams. Able to get it to Moore. And he'll get it up to the 27. Working quickly here. First down throw by Williams. Flushed out of the pocket. Connects on the crosser. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. He'll get this to Tucker. And he's out of bounds after getting across the 45. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he gets it forward to steal about a yard out of that. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Man in motion out of the slot. Working from the gun, Williams. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
3rd down, here's Williams. Setting up the screen. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. Where I sit and judge a defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
So here he is, getting his second field goal look of the half. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that makes things a little closer. It's now a 10-point game.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
He throws a bullet down the right sideline. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. Pass was thrown for Christian Watson. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Pass play coming here. He's loaded another one up. He's got it deep downfield. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Tyreek Stevenson has it. And the Bears take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Handoff here to Davis. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. Starting from the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
Hey, you go into halftime with a double-digit lead, your number 1 objective, and they'll all say it in that locker room, it's 0-0 to begin the 2nd half. So you want to come out firing the same way you did in that 1st half, and that kick returner he took matters in his own hands.
Hits his running back. And a solid gain gets them across the 45 before he goes out. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Set, go.
They go play action here. Throwing this back in the end zone. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds.
Just
I'm ready, bro.
in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
On the jump.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Cowboy 80. Set the knee.
They're throwing it. Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Cougar 19. Hut, hut.
From the red zone now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
This throw is caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
It's now 3rd and goal.
At the 60. At the 60. Ready.
Third down from the gun. And he will score. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Christian Watson with the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Packers take a 3-possession lead. Reed now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Here we go. Here we go. Buffalo 18. 19 tight. 19 tight. Hut.
Off the play fake, Williams. Short pass caught by his tight end. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a Chicago first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Now Williams. Gets it to him on the screen. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second and 6 coming up here. Handoff now out of the gun. defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Putting the tight end in motion. To the air, 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Tight end going in motion here. On 4th down, it's Williams. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up.
19 Tiger. There we go.
They'll come out throwing. He puts some air under this one, deep right. They connect on the deep shot. It's a Green Bay touchdown. Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Rush coming off the edge, and they block it! Wow, nearly the unthinkable. He almost turned the block into 2 points, but they caught up to him at the very last second for the tackle. Reed now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. He's on the move, and they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Take a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. Had a hard time doing so with the double-digit deficit.
They send him left out of the slot. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Taking a deep shot here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Now throw in the direction of DJ Moore. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. They send the tight end in motion. Here he is on 3rd and long. He's trying another one deep. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. A nice starting spot for the Packers this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Setting up a throw. He lofts it deep left. Brought in inside the 20. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers can cruise to a win, growing that lead further. PAT effort coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers grow their lead yet again. Reed now to kick this one away. Short kick gathered in at the 15. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. They've got first down from the 31. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Justin Reed with the tackle.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Receiver in motion, going left. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Motioning the tight end now.
60 Maverick. Buffalo 18.
They'll throw on third and long. Ooh, missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's fourth down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth.
19 tight.
They're going for this. That's incomplete on fourth down, and they'll turn over possession.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
1st and 10, looking to throw. Finds him on the crossing route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Working inside the red zone. The throw is caught.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Packers football to start the 4th in what has been a one-sided game in their favor. The nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll send him up the middle. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Packers continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Kicking team on to try the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Packers continue piling onto this lead. Reed now to kick this one away. From his own end zone, here we go. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Williams on the play action. Connects on the crosser. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st down, Williams. He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. Offense in the hurry up here. 1st down throw by Williams. Hits his running back. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Williams to throw on 1st. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. This one misses the tight end. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Into the hands of Tucker, complete. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. Moore going in motion left. From the red zone now. Chased out to his right. And he'll score. Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears putting up points in a game decided. Caleb Williams, the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing off the play fake here. Getting out to his left. Big gain downfield. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. It's a 31-yard play. And it'll be 1st down, Packers. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He sends this one to the end zone. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Jalen Johnson with the pick. And the Bears are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
The drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal. 79 Bronco. Rig alert.
Slot man motioned over.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Hut, hut.
Williams from the gun. As the open man downfield. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears parlay the interception into points. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Viking 18.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He's trying to go deep again. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Oh, putting him in the spin cycle. And the Bears take possession of the football.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie, right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
Cut 19. Cut 19.
Moore going to motion over right. Working from the gun, Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Let's go. Dragon 60. Ready.
Throwing again on 2nd, Williams. He puts some juice on it, and there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And the Packers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Here we go. Here we go.
From the gun, here's a handoff. Broke through the tackle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Throwing now from the gun. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
60 Bison. 60. Ready,
2nd and 10 now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bears territory. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Packers ready to move to a perfect 10-0. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
The Bears decide to call their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Running it now out of the gun. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Taking a big shot for the end zone. They connect on the deep shot. And he's got it. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Christian Watson with the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. That one splits the uprights. And the Packers continue adding on to that lead. Reed now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Ready, take off.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. They'll run it from the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Here we go, set. At the 60, at the 60. 18 Cardinal, 18
Now there's the
Cardinal.
flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Backed up now after the penalty. It's 3rd down.
Come on, set. Ready.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up 4th down.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Let's go now. 18, Rocker, trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
To throw, Williams. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Packers will take over as he picks off his 10th pass of the season. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on fourth and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
Took his shot at 6 that time, and now they face second down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Set. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Throwing on third and long. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Looks like they want to squeeze every point they can out of this game. Field goal team is out there. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. And they'll have just one left to burn now. They can let the clock run out here, but let's see if they resist the temptation to add on 3 more instead. This a 52-yard attempt from the left hash. He goes right corner pocket there, but does get it to go through from deep. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
Yet another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Reed now to kick this one away. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And in the end, his choice to bring it out was a good one. He'd had some 5 bonus yards and is out right at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Buffalo 18.
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Try and push it deep down. That's complete inside the 35-yard line.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Ready up.
All right, this is going to be the final play of the game.
Here we go. Here we go. Tight. 19, Warrior 70. Go.
One final shot here. And there's our last-stand image of this game. It's intercepted. Along the right sideline, there's space. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
So a historic venue in football sees yet another win as the Packers take this one at Lambeau. And yet another challenger is vanquished as they continue to carry this undefeated season in November. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are your win.
Yeah, fresh out the beta game in my jeans.